Guardians had the first overall pick in baseball draft. I know you wrote an article about it. Take us through that article, and I know there's more that Chris Antonetti will talk about later. But what we know now, what's kind of the thinking with that number one overall pick? Never had it before. First time in
Yeah,
franchise history.
yeah, first time in franchise history. I think there's like a handful of guys that they like. They're trying to decide who they like, who the guy is. Charlie Condon from Georgia. Bazana, the infielder from Oregon State. There's a couple pitchers. Jack Cangiloni, the two-way guy from Florida. So there's a bunch of there's a handful of really good players, especially college hitters that they like, and they're just trying to decide who they want. But the money involved is that, I think that's probably the hang up. There's the slot value for the number one pick is 10.5 million. Do they give that a total? Do they give that to one guy, or do they find a guy that's under slot value and they can pay him that and then spread the money that they save, on the rest of the 10-round picks in the draft?
And that's not unique to the Guardians. Everybody tries to do that to a certain extent. I guess from my perspective, find the guy that you think has the highest upside as a power hitter and take him, because you don't get the opportunity to do that very often.
No, I mean, yeah, and I think that's what they're fighting. That's what they're battling with. These guys, this front office, they've had like 6, 7, 8 months to prepare for this, so they're going to overthink it. They're going to overcook it, and we'll see which way they decide. But one way or the other, I think they're going to get a good player, Dave. I don't know if they're going to get the one player that everybody thinks they should get, but I think they're going to get a good player with the first round pick, and probably 2 or 3 good players in the first 2 or 3 picks.
Do you think I know their profile player is a guy that contact puts the ball in play. Don't you try just if it, just thinking out loud? Don't you try to get a guy that can hit the ball out of the park? They haven't had success doing that, but they also have never had the pick of the entire draft before.
Yeah, I think it comes down to, this fell in their lap. They really they didn't really have that bad a year to get it. So, use it. Don't let it fade away. Use the pick.
Yeah, I'm with you. Go get something that you don't have in the organization.